Hello, this is Frank Marrone, the train man again. I want to do a little video right now about some basic maintenance on train cars. Sometimes people have problems with their trains running right. Sometimes they run rough. Sometimes lighted cars will not light up. Trains or engines will not power. They'll be choppy. And a lot of times, instead of taking that to the repair shop, it's pretty simple repair. It's basically dirt, grease, and grime that happens over normal everyday use, or letting a car sit in a closet in a box for years and years and years. So basically I got an inexpensive, cheap way to maintenance your cars, and we're going to go ahead and do an example right now for you. And so if you just take a look at this, I think if you take your time and do all your trains and your cars, keep them running smooth, you know, for a long time. So basically what we got here today is we have a box car, okay, and this dust remover spray, which can be found at your local Radio Shack. It's part number 6404351 if you need that information, but it's really great stuff. I use it all the time. And a roll of paper towels, which I've simply taken one sheet off. Okay, what do we want to do here? Start and I'll go ahead and move the camera here to get a better view. Is I'm going to get your car, okay, stick it over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go under the underneath with the air, and just blow off any of the dust. Dust kills. It ruins trains, it gets in the wheels, it grinds the plastic gears are made out, since it's not the old days anymore where everything's made out of metal. So you want to keep all the dust off the car as much as possible. Now I'm going to go ahead and focus here on the train track. From first glance, when you look at the bottom, this car looks clean. The wheels don't look in bad shape at all. Okay. However, you will see what I see soon. Basically, get your track, put a piece of paper towel over it. Okay. Then you want to put your train car on the track. It'd probably be a little better to use a couple paper towels, but for this small example, we're just going to use one. And then what you want to do is you want to roll your car over the towel. Just roll it, put a little bit of pressure on the wheels, and now voila, when I've taken that paper towel off, you'll see the amount of grease and dirt that has accumulated. You can move the towel over a little bit so that you got yourself a nice clean spot again, and do it again. And want to do this 2 or 3 times, you know, use the entire paper towel up. And now you've got most of that dirt off your paper towel, and man, does that look fabulous. Those wheels are clean. Okay, and then basically I'll go ahead one more time, hit with the jet spray here, just a little touch, and there you go. You got a perfectly clean car, and it's ready to get back on the rails again. Now, since you're cleaning your cars, you also want to do a little track maintenance. Now, remember, engines, especially your O-gauge Lionel engines, they have a lot of cars running on them. Sometimes there's dust. Your layout's in the basement like mine, it can get dusty. You're constantly adding smoke fluid to smoking cars, such as engines, some smoking cabooses, and sometimes we overfill them, and it'll leak out onto the tracks. Tracks get dirty after a while. So in the same manner that the cars need maintenance, tracks do too. And what I do is I go out and get these Scotch-Brite pads. They're cheap. You can pick them up at any supermarket, grocery store. And again, I just go ahead and go across the track very lightly. Very, very lightly. Okay. And that keeps the top of the rails nice and shiny. For me, someone that likes to rust my rails, it doesn't affect the sides of the rails. Okay. If you want to, you can get a little bit of rubbing alcohol, spray it on your paper towel, and then real quick swipe. Okay, that rubbing alcohol, get any remaining grease, dirt, and grime. And of course, if you get your air spray, Go over it one quick time. And there you go. You got a perfectly clean track along with that car we cleaned. It's ready to go. So there's a little lesson today on track maintenance as well as car maintenance, engine maintenance. Check back with me soon on YouTube and we'll do a little bit of engine maintenance and engine greasing. But for now, I'm signing out. Thank you for watching Gettysburg Trains.